scale of preference is the ability, or is the way whereby you place things in the hierarchy of importance, or you have things to achieve, then write everything down, and you put the first one, which is the most priority, the one you need to achieve first, the one that is most important. Then you place the next one that is more important, which will be the number 2, and likes. That's what we mean by scale of preference. So you arrange it in how important things are to you. So how you are able, those are what we mean by priorities. Then how can you manage those priorities? Those things that are important to you, ability to manage them is so much important. Then ability to take decisions, to take directions. Can you take directions for yourself? Can you take decisions for yourself? Can you take responsibility for yourself? Ability to do all these things. Start is what we mean by personal leadership. Automatically, you are growing, you are leading yourself personally without nobody doing that. Without any supervision from outside or from anybody. You can supervise yourself on things you do. You can take charge of your life, on your decisions. You can stand on your decisions. You can stand on your responsibility. That's where personal leadership starts from. So now the next one is personal leadership requires a commitment from individual to decide what they want from life, and what to do, and to do what's necessary to get the result they want. When you are able to take responsibility, as we said in the first one, and now this is ability to take commitment, to be committed to things, on personal decisions, on individual decisions, on what you want about your life. As an individual, that we are all in this gathering this afternoon, we all have what we are determined to achieve in life. We all have what our area of interest are. We all have what we really want to achieve in life. So your ability to be able to commit yourself towards the direction of what you want in life is a personal decision. When you are able to come, now, what do you mean by ability to commit yourself? That is, you can do it without anybody forcing you. You can do it without anybody like being on your neck. You must do this, you must no. You can do it without any supervision. You can take charge of yourself. You can take decision of yourself. You can commit yourself to do things. I want to achieve this thing. Then I'm committing myself to it. I want to achieve this thing. Then I'm taking a step without anybody, forcing you, without anybody being on your neck. Ability to commit yourself and to get to achieve what you really want in life, and to do the necessary things to get result of what you want in life. So now to the next slide. Now, why is personal leadership important? We've been, from when we started this class, we talked about personal leadership. Now we need to look at the importance. Why this topic, personal leadership? Why do I really need to develop myself personally? What do I need this thing for? What's the essence of this thing? If you're asking yourself such questions, this is the right time for you to get the answer. Looking at the first one, I said it provides the foundation for leadership. Now, if you can't lead yourself right, how do you want to lead others right? Get that. If you can't lead yourself right, how do you want to lead others right? So the foundation of leadership starts from your personal leadership. So the foundation of how you want to lead others starts from within. What you don't have, you can't give. What you cannot do, you cannot exhibit. Hope you can hear me. Sorry. Hope you can hear me. Huh?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right.
Not very clearly, sir.
I just want to be sure. So now, it's like the first one provides the foundation for leadership. That is, anywhere you are going there in life, maybe in any field you are, at a place of work, in church, in the political sector, any dream you have,
I can't hear you, sir. Sorry.
Okay, better now. I think someone will tell me, sorry. So automatically, any dream you have in life, automatically you are working to become a leader. And for you to become a leader in anywhere you are going, or for any vision you have for yourself, that leadership must start from you. That leadership must start from within. So if you want to build leadership skill, let it start from you. If you want to build a leadership skill for the future, for that vision, for that purpose you have in life, then let that vision start from you. Let that leadership skill start from you. So this is the foundation. Personal leadership is a foundation for leadership. 2, it improves personal effectiveness. How can you be effective? You know, by the time we get to the attributes of personal leadership, it's going to tell us how you can be effective. It will improve your personal effectiveness. In things, how can you be effective? Because let me tell you, everybody wants a very relevant person. If you are not relevant, you'll be set aside. Forget any gathering you find yourself. And what can make you relevant is how effective you are. In any gathering, in any settings you find yourself at a place of work, if you are not relevant, people they'll set you aside. So you just have to be effective. You have to be relevant. So for you to improve your personal effectiveness, you start from your personal leadership. And 3, it distinguishes you from the crowd. I usually tell people, you don't follow crowd. Be yourself. Now, you know, crowd is multitude of people. If you want to be an excellent man, note, if you want to be an excellent man, then you need to generate an attribute that will distinguish you out from the multitude. You cannot be counted or jam-packed with the crowd and expected to be identified differently. Build a person. Now, when people are doing the same thing, be creative in your ways so that creativity will bring you out differently. That creativity will distinguish you out. So, and all these things will start from what we call personal leadership. So let's continue to the next slide. Attributes of personal leadership. Then firstly, you need to be a self-starter. That is, let it start from within. Let it start from yourself. Let the starting start from you. Don't let anybody start from you. For you. Don't let anybody start for you. Be the self-starter. Yourself. You yourself. Yes, you yourself. Let it start from you. Curiosity. What do you mean by curiosity? You have to be curious. That is, be willing to know. Ability to know. That willingness to know. That's curiosity. You ask questions. You don't fool hands. In any gathering you find yourself, don't fool hands. Don't just look. Oh, let them do it the way they like. Oh, let them do it how they like. I don't do this. No. Ask questions. Be it in a gathering that you pay or you don't pay, ask questions. Be curious that you want to know. Be curious that you want to progress. Be curious, be hungry, be thirsty to know. Then persistence. What do we mean by persistence? Persistence is the ability to continue. See, let me tell you, in phases of life, there will always be challenges. Maybe you got it divinely. Maybe that vision is divinely. What do I mean by divinely? Maybe it's spiritual vision. That is, God told you, do this. Irrespective, maybe your prophet, your man of God, your imam, or whosoever, your spiritual leaders tells you, and you are sure, you are confused, you saw the vision. Irrespective, there will always be challenges in phases of life. So this is where persistence comes in. That is, no matter the challenge, go ahead. Ability to continue irrespective of the difficulty. That's persistence. And imaginative. My fellow ones, you need to be imaginative. You need to be creative. You need to be you need to be visionary. You need to be insightful. What does that simply mean? You know, ability to create, ability to be innovative, ability to have insight about things. That's imaginative. So you need to have the ability. This is my vision. Yes, I have it. Okay, in this vision, I want to be creative. Yes, these are the things I need to do to be creative. Yes, I need to get it. I need to be insightful. I need to see light in it. I need to see it keep going. I need it. You know, have these things in mind. Build that ability. Build those things within you. Then proactive. What do we mean by proactive? It simply means you need to get things done before it gets out of hands. You know, the words we always say, prevention is better than cure. Some people, they are, how will I say, they are committed to things maybe after seeing results, and the result is not favorable to them. That's when the energy will not come up. No, I must correct this thing. It must not be like this. I must make it work. No, be proactive. That is, you need to set that energy at the beginning of that vision. Let the energy be in place. Let the energy be on pace at the beginning of that vision. Be proactive as you are starting at your starting point. The initiative. Initiative is when you are, you know, when you are innovative, in line with imaginative. Use your initiation. Use your sense of belonging. Use your ability of wisdom. You need wisdom. With wisdom, you'll be initiative. Use your initiative to make things happen. You don't just follow, oh, this is how they do it, and you do it the normal way. And what do I mean by you don't follow this is how they do it? It simply means that, you know, there's something we call conventional actions. Conventional actions simply means there are actions that have been taking place, that this is the way they do it, the usual way. That's what I mean by conventional actions. They are the usual way. This is the way they do it, that you must follow it the same way. No, for you to have to grow on personal leadership, use your own personal initiative to make things happen in another way. Don't say this is the way they do it and you must follow it that way. No. Then ability to adapt to change. Anywhere you get yourself, adapt and identify opportunities. When you see opportunities, don't let it go by. When you see opportunities, grab it straight up. When you see opportunities, make use of it. And also, I tell people when it comes to opportunities, don't wait for opportunities. Seek for opportunities. Don't just relax and fold your hands that until opportunity comes. Always look out for opportunities. Go online, browse, Google search, and always search and seek for opportunities. All right, next slide. All right, thank you. Attributes of individuals who have poor personal leadership skills. That is, these are individuals, people personally that they have a poor personal leadership skills. Who are these set of people? They are the set of people that they blame others and situations. Oh, Nigeria is not good. Oh, our leaders are bad. Oh, this and this and this. Oh, the electricity is not making things work out for me. Oh, our government is not making things work out for me. Oh, forget it. My background, my family, my this and that, they blame others and situations. If you are in that shoe, please drop it now. If you are in that shoe, please drop it now. Don't blame others. Take up responsibilities. Like when you see situations, your own way is to maneuver how it can favor you. Let me tell you, irrespective of the situation of this country, for instance, a lot of people are still making it. Irrespective of the situation of this country, a lot of people are still doing something good, something positive out of this. A lot of people are still taking advantage positively, legally, of the people who are just sitting down there to complain. So you and I, let us fall in that shoe and let's stop blaming others and situations. My family is not helping. My background is not helping. I'm not from a wealthy home. I'm not from a silver spoon home. The country is not helping. The government is not helping. Forget that. If you're in that shoe, please, I'm begging you, drop it now. Making excuses, you can see now, just like what we discussed. You can give excuse from now till tomorrow. You want to achieve a project. Why are you not starting yet? You have a vision, you are running. Why are you not starting then? I'm busy. Busy doing what? Work. Can you tell me? If you refuse or if you fail to work on yourself, people will keep engaging you to work for them. Irrespective of your busy schedule, look, you must create a time for you to achieve, for you to run after your own vision. Irrespective of the, I don't have a gadget, I don't have internet, that I need to do this, I don't have a phone, I don't forget any excuse, forget it. There's something we mean by improvisation. Improvisation is looking for available means to achieve what you want to achieve. Improvisation, looking for available means to achieve what you need to achieve. So improvise. When things you want to get are not available, improvise. Look out for other means just to achieve that thing. Then the next one, avoid taking responsibility. These are the set of people that they don't want to take responsibility. Sorry to say, we are not talking about marital aspects here, but let's a bit related to marital. You know, so when a guy is not ready to take responsibility of the home or whatsoever, a wife is not ready to take responsibility of a home or whatsoever. Now, as this set of people in their personal life, in things they do, even at their place of work, they are always running from responsibility. Oh, I'm tired, Jare. What we did tomorrow, through procrastination, through excuses, by avoiding. Am I the only one? Do you want to kill me? I cannot come and die you. Those kind of things. They are not ready to take responsibility. Then the next one, frequent complaint and grumbling. Everything related. They can grumble from now till tomorrow. See, no matter how much people talk to them, no matter the number of people that speak to them, they will keep complaining. Now, they will complain from now till tomorrow. They will keep grumbling. Now, do you want to kill me? Leave me, Jare. Oh, these are the set kind of people. So if you're in this shoe, please, from today, erase those kind of character, this kind of attributes, erase them. Then fixed mindsets. What do you mean by this fixed mindset? This is the way it goes. This is the way it must go. This is the way it has been. This is the way it must always be. No. You need to be unconventional. Don't be static in your decisions. Don't be static in your steps. Don't be static in your ways. Don't just be fixed. Be flexible in your actions. Be flexible in your reactions. Be flexible in your steps. Be flexible. Be dynamic. Be versatile. Don't just be, hey, this is the way they do it. This is the way it must go. This is the way it has always been. This is the way it must always be. No. So you need to be dynamic. You need to be versatile. You need to be creative. And through creativity, you be versatile. Through creativity and innovative actions, you'll be dynamic. So don't be static. Don't just be fixed. Don't be a one-way man. Oh, the one-way traffic man. No, please. You need to be creative. And also, they see problem instead of opportunities. These are the kind of people that they always see problem. When you give them things like the default. Now, let me know this thing to you. If you are the kind of person that when you say things, the first thing that comes to your mind is the problem of that thing, is the challenge of that thing, or is the difficulty of that thing, then you need to erase your mindset. If the first thing that comes to your mind, whenever you say things, is the problem, the challenge of those things, then you need to erase it from your mind. So please, whenever you are dealing with things, don't look at problems. Whenever you are dealing with things, don't look at challenge. Whenever you are dealing with things, don't let the negative aspects of it first come to your mind. See opportunities. When the opportunities are visible to you, when the challenges are coming, that positive mindset you have towards it will help you to scale through those challenges. So please, these are the set kind of people. So if you find yourself in any of these categories, just erase it and build a new attribute so that you can have a prosperous leadership skill. All right. Next slide. Bukola? Hello. Is Bastos? Bukola, are you there?
Hello, sir. Yes,
okay,
I am.
next slide, please. Okay, next slide. We are waiting. Next slide.
I'm sorry, please. I think her network is a bit down, so she's opening it now.
Okay.
Sir, can you see it?
I know I'm not saying.
See it.
It's not showing up here.
Sir, a colleague of mine is trying to share the screen.
Okay. Okay. This is the next slide, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Now, let's look at the class activity now. That is, discuss and describe attributes of personal leadership that you have recognized in others and yourself. Now, I want you to write this down now. That is, you need to discuss and you describe. Now, from the attributes that we've mentioned so far in personal leadership that I've been talking about, from your own self and what you recognize in and others, people you know around you, just discuss and describe the attributes that you know that you have, that you know that you've seen in others. As your personal self, we've discussed about personal leadership, we've talked about the attributes, we've talked about the attributes of those that have poor personal leadership skill, and we've talked about the attributes of personal leadership skill, and we've talked about the importance of personal leadership. Now, you know yourself, right? Nobody knows you like you know yourself. What are the attributes, or what are the what are the characters of personal leadership that you know you have within yourself? And people around you, write them down, then you describe. So write it down. That's one of them, the first class activities. So please write this down. Okay, the next slide. Now let's look at the case study of Ezra and Thomas. What do you observe from the story above, and what personal leadership attributes did Ezra display? So this is the storyline in the Bible of Ezra and Thomas, the two wonderful men. Now, something happened in the storyline. Now, you need to this will also be a kind of class activity. You study it. You study the storyline of Ezra and Thomas. Then the leadership skill or what you observe. What does extra display? What personal, now extra display a personal leadership skill than Thomas. Well, if you go after the storyline, extra display a personal leadership skill. Now you go after the storyline, then you write down that what's your own observation? What can you write about the storyline? Then from there, all right, go to the next slide. Next slide.
Sir, we are trying to drop the case study so everyone can go through it.
Okay.
The story between Ezra and Thomas, so everybody can.
Okay. You mean I should explain, or you want to drop it? Hello?
Hello, sir.
Okay, you mean explain, or you want
Yes,
to
we want to drop the case study. Yes, we want to drop the case study for everyone.
Okay, all right, quickly do that then.
Everyone, can you check through the chat box? The case study is there. Open the document and read through so you'll be able to observe. So you can answer the question for the case study. Everyone, it's a Word document. It's a Word document on the chat box.
Hello. All you need to do is to check your chat and you see a case study sent by Knowledge Exchange Center. Click on it and you get the document. That's all you need to do. I don't know why you're saying that. This is the third time I'm sharing it and it's there. Just follow it, like it will come like a chart.
Hello, sir. The document is not showing in the chat box.
Okay, let me just share it.
Fine. Sangat Rayu.
Just do it. Do what you want to do. Or you can do it from your end. Share from your end.
Hello, Mr. Benga.
All right. I'm with you.
So I'll suggest a participant to read through the case study so you can all deliberate on it.
Okay. Okay. Let's Mr. Richard, let him read you through.
Ezra and Thomas joining a company together a few months after
Hello,
their
sir.
graduation from university.
Please, can you be more audible, please?
Ezra and Thomas joined a company together a few months after their graduation from university. After a few years of work, their manager promoted Ezra to a position of senior sales manager, but Thomas remained in his entry-level junior sales officer position. Thomas developed a sense of jealousy and disgruntlement, but continued working anyway. One day, Thomas felt that he could not work with Ezra anymore. He wrote his resignation letter, but before he submitted it to the manager, he complained that management did not value hard-working staff, but only promoted only the favored. The manager knew that Ezra worked very hard, but for years, he had spent at the company, even harder than Thomas, and therefore he deserved the promotion. So, in order to help Thomas to realize, the manager gave Thomas a task: go and find out if anyone is selling watermelons in town. Therefore, Thomas returned and said, yes, there is someone. The manager asked, how much is package? Thomas drove back to town to ask and then returned to inform the manager they are 13.50 per kg. The manager told Thomas, I will give Ezra the same task that I gave you. Please pay close attention to his response. So the manager said to Ezra, in the presence of Thomas, go and find out if anyone is selling watermelons in town. Ezra went to find out, and on his return, he said, manager, there is only one person selling watermelons in the whole town. The cost is $49 each watermelon and 32.50 for half melon. He sells them at 13.50 per kg when sliced. He has in his stock 93 melons each one weighing about 7 kg. He has a farm and can supply us with melons for the next 4 months at a rate of 102 melons per day at 27 per melon. This includes delivery. The melon appears fresh and red with good quality, and it tastes better than the ones we sold last year. He has his own slicing machine and is willing to slice for us free of charge. We need to strike a deal with him before 10 a.m. tomorrow, and we will be sure of beating last year's profit in melons by 223,000. This will contribute positively to our overall performance, as it will add a minimum of 3.78% to our current overall sales target. I have put this information down in writing and it's available on a spreadsheet. Please let me know if you need it, as I can send it to you in 15 minutes. Thomas was very impressed and realized the difference between himself and Ezra. He decided not to resign, but to learn from Ezra.
All right, thank you so much. Now, the question that follows: what do you observe from the story above, and what personal leadership attribute did Ezra display?
Hello, Mr. Benga. Your network is cracking.
Hello, sir.
Okay. I'm with
Hello?
you.
Okay.
Go on with you.
No, I want to answer this now.
Yes, the question is, what do you observe from the story above, and what personal leadership attributes the Ezra display? It's an interactive session.
Okay.
Okay, I can see hands already. Atinuke, can I hear from you?
Okay. From the story of Ezra and Thomas, um, the personal leadership skills, that he actually showcase is, I would say, number one is someone that is very curious, because if you are not curious, you will not want to know a lot about a particular product. Another one is very proactive. Even though it was not given the job to do, like the boss just said, okay, go and find out this price. He went ahead and find out every other thing about the product. Another one is he sees opportunity, like he was able to identify opportunity. And the last one for me is initiative. It was very initiative, like, okay, if we can do this and that, I'm sure by the end of the year, we'll be able to make so profit. So for me, curiosity, proactive, initiative, and also was able to identify opportunity. So that's it for me.
Okay, can I go?
Yes, please.
Okay, if we are to look at the story, I'm seeing it from angle of relative derivative theory. What actually happened there, they are on the same level. But when he sees that the other person now has been promoted, there will be a kind of comparison, like, oh, you are in the same level before, but now you are there's a person that used to be at the same level now above you. So you try to see that, oh, what's really going on? Why will this person be favored? Why me, I'm not really favored? That is one thing. Which we human beings, we try as much as possible to compete with each other. Okay, if this person is successful, I should be also be successful. We compare a lot. So that is about that, what I can see about. So another thing there concerning the leadership thing I say about Ezra. Ezra is curious and analytical. He was able to say, okay, how much is the price, the kilogram, and how it can sustain them for a while. And even went to the extent of, okay, if they did not get this done, or they did not buy it at maybe they did not buy it on time, maybe probably somebody else will get it. Another thing is communication skill, because he was able to present it from that angle of, okay, he got this is, if in the simplest way, he was able to analyze it critically, okay, from the kilogram, whether it's a full melon, half melon, and so on, like that, which Thomas did not have. Thomas only compete or try to see, or try to compare himself with it, but there are some leadership that is in Ezra that Thomas did not have. He's only just been comparing himself with Thomas, which with Ezra, which they are not even on the same level at all. So that will make the company to favor Ezra, not really favor, but to motivate either Thomas to either motivate Ezra so that he can do more. And they see that he's capable of this because of the quality they see in him, his attributes, which Thomas will not be able to do that. So that is about that. He's curious, he's analytical, he has communication skill, and he's open-minded in the sense that he asks more questions. He's so, like, he tried to see from analyze, okay, this is what it should be rather than what is not.
Okay, thank you very much. Can I have Chizobam?
Thank
Please,
you. Okay.
very short response, please.
Yes, I will definitely. For Thomas, from the slide which the facilitator facilitator has shared so far. He gave us some info. He gave us some notes. So I would say for Thomas, Thomas has a personal leadership skills. He blames others and situation. He makes excuses. He has a fixed mindset from the story which we just read. He has a fixed mindset, and he see problem instead of opportunity. I want to believe that while he was going on the search to get ideas about the melon store, he had this problem of, okay, even if I go at the end of the day, they'll still praise extras, things like that. So he has that mindset already, and he sees problem instead of opportunity. Unlike Ezra has good personal leadership skills. He's proactive, he's imaginative, he's initiative, he identifies opportunities instead of problems. So that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can we have Peter?
Just like Thomas portrays the negative aspect of technology. Why exhaustive technology? For Thomas, it was, for me, it was, he had already seen himself as as well as he was jealous as the person.
Peter, I can't hear you. I can't hear you, please.
Portray the negative aspect of personal leadership. According to what we read on the passage, he was jealous, he was vindictive, and he already placed himself on the ground of the radar. He saw himself as a victim of circumstance, even if he was not. And that was why he portrayed all of those negative aspects of personal jealousy and the rest of them. Why for Ezra was proactive, he was analytical, he was detailed. He went he began to do all of this, but because he began with the early mind, he already saw attention. He sees the opportunity of making something positive out of nothing. So he was goal oriented, he was calculative, he paid attention, and like I said, he saw potential. He saw that to be something that was going to be productive to the organization. So even if they were not going to, even if they had not done that up as part of their plan for the year, because he was productive and because he was goal oriented, he could relate to what he did in the previous year. So he was calculative and as well as he saw opportunities.
Oh, okay, thank you very much. Because of our time, and we still have some things to cover, we can't take all our hands contributions. Mr. Benga, are you here? Hello, Mr. Benga. Sir, kindly unmute your mic.
All right. Okay, I'm with you now.
Okay, sir, you can summarize the case study and let us move on.
All right. Now looking at the case study of Ezra and Thomas, let's put them as two jolly friends, on the same page. Now, on the same page, but something, let's look at in one of our slides, we talked about distinguishing amongst the crowd. You need to distinguish yourself. What the importance? It will distinguish you from the crowd. Now, these are two people on the same page, on the same level now when they started the work. Quite right. But because of the personal leadership. Okay, can you hear me now? Is it better now? Is that?
It's not clear.
Is it better now?
Yes, it is.
Okay, now. So because of our time, let me quickly summarize it now. I'm regarding Ezra and Thomas as friends now, like two guys now. They're on the same page, on the same level when they started the work, quite all right. But when we look at the slide of the importance of personal leadership, we talked about personal leadership will distinguish you from the crowd. Now, because of the personal leadership skills that Ezra had, it really distinguished him out between him and what and Thomas. So the personal leadership that he portrayed now, the question I will need Thomas had to ask himself that what is it, or why are they just promoting Ezra? Is it out of jealousy? Is it because he was being favored, or because of what? Thomas could have asked himself the question first. They look to look at it now. What is Ezra doing? What abilities does he have? What's creating that platform of promotion for him that he, Thomas, doesn't have? They have just worked on it. Now, look at it now. They were given an assignment to distinguish and to make the difference clear to us now. Thomas went because he was seeing difficulties, he wasn't seeing opportunities. So he went with that blaming attitude. He went there. So because of that skill, that attribute in him, he didn't even bother to know or to ask if there would be opportunity in that thing he was asked to do, or in the case it was the assignment he was being given. He went. It was a one-man traffic, fixed mindset. What they sent him go and act on it. I can't come and pick myself now. That's it. That's the kind of attitude. I'm not come and lie now. That's the kind of attitude. But look at Ezra. He never did that. He went to some other place. He got it. He did what? He makes series of inquiries. He was so curious. Oh, this has happened. How do we do this? How do we about this? How do we? He was able to see opportunity, and he brought the opportunity back to the company. Oh, sir, if you could get this watermelon, this is what we achieve. This is so from his capacity and his skill, he was able to see opportunities. And he knows.
So your line is breaking. Your line is breaking.
Hello, is it better?
Hello.
Hello?
Yes, it's better.
Hello.
Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe in the network. So Ezra was able to now, from his curiosity attitude now, from his versatility, from his imagination, from his imaginative. You said?
It's still breaking.
It's still breaking, sir.
It's breaking. Hello, is it better now?
Not yet.
Oh. Hello, is it better?
Yes.
Okay.
Better
Sorry.
now.
Okay. So from the skill Ezra had, Ezra was able to build. And it was being good.
It's still breaking. It's still breaking.
It's still breaking.
Yes, it is.
Is it better now? Is it better now?
Oh, no, it's not.
We can't hear you, sir. We can't hear you, sir.
Okay, I'm coming. Are you hear me now?
It's breaking. It's not clear.
Is it better?
No, it's not.
Still breaking, sir. I can't hear you.
Okay. So, can you hear me now? Is it better now?
Yes, it's better now.
Okay, thank you. So,
It's okay.
those are the. So, as is a curious guy. It is in the
Breaking, sir.
curiosity. Still breaking.
It's still breaking, sir. Still breaking.
Breaking up.
Sir, sir, can you log out and log in back?
Okay, let me reconnect back the network. Is it better now?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I just have to reconnect the network maybe.
It's better now.
Okay. So, let me quickly recap the. So, Ezra is very curious. He uses his initiative. He's very innovative. He's very imaginative. So, is it better? I need to know that. Is it better?
It's
Sir,
still
the
breaking.
network is really bad on your end.
It's what, sir?
Sir, we'll conclude the class from here because the participant can hardly hear you. Hello?
Hello, I'm with you. The signal is much more.
Oh, okay. Everyone, can you all hear me?
Yeah,
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Thank you.
Yes, we
We
can
can hear you. We can hear you very well.
Okay, so I'll pick it up from lessons from Ezra and Thomas, the case study we all looked at. The first thing here says you won't be rewarded for doing what you are meant to do. You only get a salary for that. And that was the case of Thomas. He was doing what he was employed to do and was expecting something more. He's not going the extra mile. He's not doing anything spectacular. He's just doing the normal thing. And the reward for that is salary, which he's getting. So it is a charge to us all that wherever we find ourselves, we should always try our best to go the extra mile. If your boss is saying do this, have you crossed all the I's and T's? Are you sure that okay, I'm doing this, let me do this better, let me do this better? Or just that okay, they asked me to do it, let me just do it. There's another person. After all, if I don't do it well, they'll give it to someone else. That should not be our case, but rather we should make sure that in everything we do it well. The second one says you are only rewarded for going an extra mile. performing beyond expectation. There is what is expected of you in a workplace. Once you are employed, they're expecting that this is, it's not necessarily in the marketing world, in everywhere, there is what is expected of you to do. This is your task for the week. Have you accomplished it? Is this what you've gained? What are the other things that even your boss is not seeing, but you're already seeing it far beyond? That is going the extra mile. Going the extra mile is not staying late at work and doing nothing. That is not the extra mile. The extra mile is doing what you're supposed to do, doing it well, giving it a better shot. Those things that your boss is not even seeing, people around you are not seeing, you're already seeing it already, and you are planning it ahead, and you're telling them this is what will happen, if this happens, this is what should be done, and the likes. And the last one says, to be successful in life, you must be observant, proactive, and willing to do more, think more, and have a more holistic perspective, and go beyond the call of duty. You must be observant, you must be proactive, and willing to do more. In the case study of Ezra and Thomas, we could see how mindset orientation comes in. He already had that mindset that Ezra is there. Ezra is one that is promoted. So he does not want to give his best. He does not want to do anything. He should just keep doing what he's doing. And he's expecting the promotion. But rather, a change in orientation that, okay, this person is getting promoted. What is he doing better that I'm not doing better? How can I improve more on what I'm doing to also get there? So to be successful in life, we need to learn to be observant. We need to watch. I want to be like my boss. My boss is my mentor. What is he doing that I need to do? Not that you just be jealous that your colleagues is promoted and you're not promoted. They're giving you an increase in salary and you are not collecting an increase. So we need to be willing to do more and think more in wherever we find ourselves. Next one, please. So we have an assignment here for personal leadership. An assignment here, and this is the assignment. It displays on the slide. Please, I want everybody to pay attention. The assignment, the first one says, what new initiatives have I been able to start in the last 1 month? So you are going to write the new initiative you've been able to start in the last 1 month. And this assignment, you are going to send it to training at knowledgeexchangecenter.org. I'm going to drop it on the chat box. So if you see the email, you are going to send the answers to training at knowledgeexchangecenter.org. So it says, what new initiatives have I been able to start in the last 1 month? The second one says, what new idea, process, project, task, or activity have I been able to improve upon? What new discoveries or research have I made in the last 1 month? What new discoveries or research have I made in the last 1 month? Number 4 says, what project have I been able to start and complete this year? What project have I been able to start and complete this year? Question 5, what have I done in the last 3 months that is outside my comfort zone? What have you done in the last 3 months that is outside your comfort zone? Number 6 says, what unique idea have I been able to come up with recently? What unique idea have you been able to come up with recently? 7 says, do I have a well-written goal/plan in any area of my life that I am currently working on aggressively? It won't be a surprise if I ask someone that what's your goal, what's your plan? They don't even know the plan they want. They don't have a plan. So the question is, do you have a well-written goal/plan? So our action plan for this class, for this session is You have to list 3 things you would like to immediately work on to improve on your personal leadership. You've learned a lot since afternoon on personal leadership. So they're asking that we write list 3 things you like to immediately work on to improve on your personal leadership. And also, what specific actions would you take? What specific actions would you take in achieving this? Here is a word of knowledge. Personal leadership begins by self-knowledge. You need to know what? Know yourself. Personal leadership begins with self-knowledge. How much knowledge do you have? How much of things do you know? Know yourself, know your strengths, know your weakness, know everything. Because that is how personal leadership begins. To know thyself is the beginning of wisdom. For a man to conquer himself is the first and noblest of all victories. So we also talk on discover you. These are things that will help discover you. The first one is interest. What are your interests? Make a list of 3 things that give you personal satisfaction. Some like football, some like singing, some like eating, some like sleeping. Make a list of doing things that give you personal satisfaction or that makes you feel good after completion. That when you are done, you're like, oh, I'm fulfilled today. Is it writing stories? Some of you write. Is it writing songs? Is it even coding? Is it coding? What is that thing you do that after you are done, you feel good after completion? It helps discover you. Another thing is what? Your skill. Make a list of all the skills you have. What are the skills you have? Make a list of them. Personal qualities. List your personal qualities. E.g., are you hardworking? Are you strict? Are you friendly? Are you quiet? Are you lousy? List. Are you a fighter? List your personal qualities to help know who you are. Then accomplishment. Write your accomplishments in a number of areas. From your experience in school, family, as you go through life, school, family, jobs, even volunteering in church, one way or the other, just write those accomplishments. It will make what? It will help discover who you are. It will help discover who you are. This is a column for what? Your strength. Write your strength, your weakness, opportunities, threats. So how do you see yourself? The self-concept, self-image, self-esteem, self-confidence, self-efficacy, self-motivation. What motivates you? How we see ourselves really matters. It really matters a lot. Because the way you see yourself, that others will see. If you're not seeing yourself with high self-esteem, nobody will do that. Nobody will see that in you. So we need to see ourselves doing great. The key to leading yourself well is to learn self-management. If your leader must continually expand energy managing you, then you will be perceived as someone who drains time and energy. When this place means that your leader your boss telling you all the time, do this every time, do this. One particular thing, he keeps repeating it like 10 times, keep telling you, he's draining energy. And it will get to a stage, you'll be like, oh, I'm tired. You just abandon you and pick up someone else who is ready to do the work. So this is what he's saying. That was you should learn self-management. Self-management, what? Manage your emotions well, manage your time effectively, manage your decisions, your priorities. Manage your emotions. You don't there's a difference between emotions and work. You don't allow your emotions affect your work. You place a balance between your emotions and your work. If you are not emotionally stable, if you are not mentally stable, you can easily tell your boss or someone ahead of you that please, I won't be able to work today. Can I kindly work from home or something? So you'll be able to have time for yourself. You'll be able to manage it. Not that you come to work and they'll tell you to do something, those emotions ride over you and you begin to misbehave. So we need to manage our emotions very well. Manage your time. We need to know how to manage our time effectively. Do what you're supposed to do at the right time and not doing the other way around. Do what you're supposed to do at the right time. Make good decisions at every point in time. Prioritize your task. This is the most important. This let me do this first before doing this. I have a longer deadline for this. Let me do this that has a better deadline. Manage your priorities. What are those programs ahead of you that are very important? You need to attend to. Don't leave what you're supposed to do now for later and rely on and be doing what you're supposed to do later for now. Do what you're supposed to do now, and what you're supposed to do later, it will come when it's time. So we need to prioritize everything we do, manage your thinking, the way you think. We need to have a positive mindset to everything. Don't say I cannot do it. You can do it. There's nothing like you've never started a project, you're already giving up. Say you can do it. I can execute this. I can do better in this job. I can do this. Manage your words, manage your energy. Don't no workaholic. You need to work smart. You need to work smart. It's not about working, doing what you're supposed to do in 5 minutes. You are spending hours and you think you are doing one thing, and you think you are working. No, it's not that way. We need to work smart. Developing your personal leadership skill. One, you need to know yourself. If you don't know yourself, I can't help you. I can't know you. You need to know yourself. Who are you? Have a clear purpose and vision. Long term, short term, you need to have a vision. Where do you see yourself? If I ask which one of you, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? You'll be amazed at people's response. Some don't know where they will be in the next 5 years. So you need to have a clear purpose and vision. Have a clear value that you live by. A clear value for yourself. That this is what I want for myself. And to channel your energy towards it. Like the question I said, how would you want people to describe you 20 years from now? Is a question that should be ringing in our minds every time. How do you want people to describe you 20 years from now? 20 years is even far. 5 years from now, how do you want people to describe you? What are your limiting beliefs? Identify your gaps, your skills. I mentioned it earlier. Identify your skills, identify your attributes, your knowledge. You need to identify your gaps. It will help you a lot. And develop an action plan. Don't say, I'll do this tomorrow. I'll do this next week. Develop an action plan. Plan it now. So you start working towards it. By this year, I want to do this. This month, I want to do this. It helps you develop your leadership skill. Create the habits that will support your plan. It's very important. You create, if you want to further more in your studies, you should know that what you'll be reading and all. You get books, you do a lot of research and all. So create habits that will support your plan. Then what's the power of affirmation and visualization? What do you visualize? That's what is coming. What do you see for yourself? Continuous self-evaluation. You go back to your action plan. Have I achieved this? Have I done this? Am I sure I've done that? Have I achieved this? You do self-evaluation to help you grow. So I'm asking us now, what would you do differently from today? What will you do if you have the opportunity? What will you do differently from today? So that is all we have for personal leadership. I know there will be a lot of questions. If you have questions, kindly use the raise hand button. Kindly use the raise hand button to ask your question. Is Mr. Benga still here?
I'm still with you. I'm still with you.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you very much, sir. I can hear you clearly. So I can see Richard. Richard Olawale, your question. Mr. Gbenga is here.
Okay, thank you very much. My question is based on the attributes of leadership, a good leader. One of the listed attributes is curiosity. So, and I know that curiosity can, some people also see it as negative when you are too curious and you want to know even what somebody is not supposed to know. So in a situation whereby there is a problem, maybe somebody is quarreling with you concerning that attribute or that quality you have in you, what are you going to do about it? Thank you.
Okay. So Buka, will I answer it or I take to at a start of three at a time? One after the other?
Sir, you can answer the question.
Okay, that's good. Mr. Richard, no,
Sir, your
you
line is breaking.
no,
Your line is breaking.
I can't hear you clearly, sir.
please.
I can hear now. You can go on, sir.
Better now.
A bit, but you can go on. You can go on, sir.
Okay, thank you. All right. Now, in regards to that, when we are talking about curiosity, we need to get this clear. When we are being curious, let our questions be meaningful. You know, in a situation whereby there are some questions that are rhetorical questions, you have no answer. Understand? So in that situation, people develop with your questions, with your actions of being curious. Understand? So when you want to be a kind of curiosity person, you need to think before you ask. And you need to ask questions that are pertaining to the actions or to the content of the actions at hand. So don't just ask questions out of context. Don't just ask questions that, at least, let me say something. Don't ask questions that, let me feel among. Let them know. You understand? So,
yes.
In the garden, maybe you want to be curious about something, you want to know what's really happening. There's some questions about when you people will know that no. This question is coming out from a very reasonable person. Nobody will be able to watch with that kind of question. So, this is a very good attitude. But what are you curious about? Is the thing you need to know. And two, how are you placing your question in the action or during the reaction? It's something that is very important. So when you're able to balance it of what you are being curious about, you get it right. And when you ask the right question at the right time, or when you're asking a question that is within the context or the content of the actions at hand, then you are good to go. I think nobody can rubbish your question, or nobody can say, and in that way, it should no longer be a rhetorical question. So, okay. I don't know about that.
Yes, you have done justice to that. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. So,
Peter, you can ask your question.
Okay. I want to thank you very much.
Peter, I'm not hearing you.
Can you hear me now?
Can you
hear me now? Okay, first, I want to appreciate you for taking time to run us through the session concerning personal self-leadership. First, I was going to ask, if there's a difference between personal, self-leadership and self-concept. If there are differences, what difference is between those two? Self-leadership and self-concept. Thank you, sir.
Okay, self-leadership and self-what? Sorry. Self-leadership and
self-concept.
concept.
Concept.
Okay. Did I get self-leadership concept? Self-concept, right?
Yes, sir. Self-leadership and self-concept.
Okay. Okay. Now, when we talk about self-leadership, leadership from the literature explanation from the previous slide, that's the ability to take personal decisions, ability to manage priorities, abilities to stand, to see directions, to take responsibility. That's personal leadership, self-leadership. Self-concept. Self-concept is simply an attribute, is simply a way whereby you are taking it in your own unique way. This is my own process. This is my own unique way. This is my own style. I get what I'm saying. It's not a must. You do it the way every other people do it. It's like your own style. You are creating your own concept, a new concept of who is Mr. Peter Sampson. I get what I'm saying. So who Mr. Peter Sampson is, you will be yourself in your own unique way, in your own unique style. So by the time they see a kind of how I put it, by the time, let's use for instance, let's use that logo for instance. When you see it, isn't it? When you see Elton logo, you know this logo. Now, actually, when they see a concept, they know this Mr. Peter Sampson. That's your own style. That's your own way. The former musician we know, Lagbaja, that's his own style. He created that concept to be unique from every other musicians. I get what I'm saying. So it's the idea, it's the style that you create just to be unique. That's a self-concept of who you are. So I don't know if I've done justice to that.
Yes, you have. Yes, thank you very
much. Okay. All right. So Mr.
Can we have your question?
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, sir, for this section. From the definition he gave us, he said we help push together, taking responsibility for our outcomes, setting direction for our lives, and having tools to manage priorities. So, but I'm interested in the managing priorities. What are the tools that we can use to manage our priorities in attaining personal leadership? Thank you.
Okay. Now, when we talk about the tools you need to acquire to manage your priorities. Now, when at the point of when she took up Bukola took up the lesson, the training, it's not to because it's talking about interest, skill. Now, what are your skills? They are part of what are your interests? They are part of tools to manage priorities. One of the priorities you need to manage on your personal leadership is your time management. Time is a priority to every human on earth. So how can you manage your time? Now, what are the tools? It's simply telling us what are the attributes, what are the skills you need to have to manage. Now, another one of the tools you need is discipline. If you are not disciplined enough as a person, you can't manage. You can't manage your priorities. So you need to be disciplined. Is a I mean, sorry, is a two. Another two, you need to be diligent in whatsoever people know you to be, or in whatsoever people engage you with, or they call you with. Be diligent with it. Let people know you for who you are. Be diligent. Don't be a two-sided person. Be a straightforward person. Be diligent with it. Let your integrity always speak for you. It's a tool to manage your priority. So now, how are those tools? How can they help you to manage your priorities? Okay, for instance, Uka, can you just give me one of your priorities? So I use that as a case study. Uka.
You. Yeah. Hello.
Okay.
So
give me one of your priorities.
Yeah, one of my priorities is staying up to meeting up with the gap lessons, staying active with the gap lessons. Staying active, taking the courses for the gap program.
Okay, one of your priorities now.
Yeah.
So now, for instance, the tools that you need to manage this particular priority, they are discipline. If you are not disciplined, you won't be here. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One of your tools is your data. You understand? One of your tools to manage, just make sure that you partake in this training. It's your data, your personal data, your phone data. It's your phone gadget. Even a phone or a laptop is a tool. Another tool you are needing to manage this thing, to be here, is anything. It's a tool because you can decide to be somewhere else at this moment. So this, so I mentioned your phone gadget, your data, your personal discipline. Another tool that you need is concentration. Sure. Hello. Can you hear me? I think someone is saying we can't hear you. So another tool you need is for this to be is concentration. Because if you don't concentrate, even if you are online, if you are on Zoom for this training, if you don't concentrate, you won't gain anything. So the concentration is also a tool that you need. Your concentration is also a tool that you need. Your discipline is a tool, your data is a tool, and your home target is a tool. So for that priority, the things that are really needed for you to achieve that priority are the tools. So I don't know if I've made justice to that.
Okay, yeah, fine. Well, I was actually looking at it from maybe the technical aspect of it. Maybe some I said I was looking at the managing priorities from the technical aspects of it, like tools. When you talk of tools, things I can use to maybe, like you mentioned, in time management now, or staying things that I can deploy to help me achieve that. But that's fine also. Like when you talk of time management now, maybe from scheduling apps, or maybe tax. When you're talking about tax now, like I used to schedule your tax for the day and stuff like that. That's why I was actually looking at it from. Well, that's fine.
Yes, if you're looking at that from that angle, as we talked about time management, another one we can look is risk. Risk is a tool. Ability to take risk and not just take unnecessary risk. We have lots of them like that. Time management, risk, discipline, your integrity, they are tools. If you are looking at it from the leadership, personal leadership aspect, these are your priorities. In life, we all take risk, but managing and managing necessary risk on your priorities is also a tool. You need to develop the attributes, the ability to take and manage risk in your priorities. So it's also a tool, included with your time management. So we have a lot of more like that.
Yeah, hello, sir. Hello? Can everyone hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
Hello?
you.
Yeah, we can hear you, sir.
Oh, sir, this topic is so broad, and it's a skill that we need to be successful in life, personal leadership. So, and then, it appears that we are rushing this particular course. And I want to suggest that we reschedule this training, this particular skill for maybe another day at your own convenience, sir. I am so interested in this course, and the network is not doing so well today. So that's my suggestion. I want to crave your indulgence. Maybe you can, reschedule it for another day. Thank you, sir.
Hello, Daniel. What we can do is to give you all the presentation slides so you can read through. We can schedule in another time. It's going to eat into this session, the program itself. We have a lot to cover. So I think what sending the presentation slides is the best we can do here.
Okay, I agree with you. No problem.
Is there any other question for Mr. Benga? Please, time is on our side. Olawale, that will be the last question for today, please. Olawale, kindly answer. Please be brief, please. Thank you.
Yeah, no, mine is not a question. I clearly get from all what Mr. Catalyst Benga has spoken to us. It's just a suggestion for what was last spoken, because you said there are so many things for us to still do. And so I just remembered that you told us to drop a link whereby we can always go and we can go back to what we've been taught to watch them over again. So I'm just giving a feedback to the question the last person asked.
Oh, okay. Thank you. You can actually it's streamed on YouTube. Yes, you can open our YouTube page. Yeah. We can send you the recording even on WhatsApp for you to go through all over again. Okay, thank you very much, Olawale. Mr. Benga, thank you very much for your time. We so much appreciate. Thank you so much. The topic is an elaborate one. We understand that Nigeria, we don't have a good network. Sure. Yeah, kindly sorry, but thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, sir.
All right, my pleasure. You're welcome. Okay, thanks so much.
Thank you. You can kindly log out of the meeting. Thank you very much. Okay, to the participants, I would say thank you very much for your time today. But before we go, I have something to share with you. I'm going to be sending the link for the feedback. We have to fill the feedback form for personal leadership, like we did the other time. Adebayo, I can see your hands up, but hope it's not a question for Mr. Benga.
Yes, it's a kind of question.
What did you say?
Is a suggestion. If you can have avenue for all this material, the slides.
Yes, it was mentioned
that
earlier.
Is one, and also a reminder on WhatsApp.
It was mentioned earlier that you will get the material after the training. After the training, you will get the material. Oh, okay.
Also a reminder to create a WhatsApp group.
I can't hear you clearly. Okay, a reminder to create a WhatsApp group. That will be done. Don't worry. You will get your WhatsApp group today. Don't worry. We are working on that already.
Okay, ma.
Okay, thank you very much. So please, I would indulge every one of you. For those that have not filled the acceptance form, training policy, please kindly do so. Acceptance form, the deadline is tomorrow. Please, the deadline is tomorrow. While the training policy will end on Friday. If you don't fill your training policy on or before Friday, you are going to be removed from this program. And also your assignment, the assignment on personal leadership, please kindly submit your assignment on or before Friday. The email has been sent on the chat group, training@knowledgeexchangecenter.org. Please kindly send your assignment to the email address on or before Friday to avoid disconnection, please. The link for the feedback session has already been sent. It is the same link you filled for teamwork and collaboration skill and mindset orientation. It's still that same link, but it will still be sent to you all now on the chat box for you to fill the feedback form. And I will also drop it on the WhatsApp group once we create a group for you guys. Thank you very much for your time today. Thank you very much for today. For Peter, what are you saying?
Yes, I wanted to ask a question, but I think I saw it on the video because the question was if they're still going to use the same link system for the feedback.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you at all. I can't hear you.
Okay. I don't know. The session feedback. I thought you mentioned we're going to use the same link over and again for each of the sessions.
Yes.
Okay.
People should read this now. They should read the information now. They should stop drawing us back.
Thank you very much, Adewale. Okay, so for tomorrow class, we'll be having a lot to talk about from our timetable. Who can tell me our topic for tomorrow? The timetable was sent to you. So for tomorrow, what are we having?
I think we're having interview skill.
Okay, thank you. Interview skill. And what else?
You writing a cover letter.
Thank you very much. So tomorrow would be teaching on interview skill, CV writing, and cover letter. We all know that this is very important to every one of us. So kindly come prepared to join. Please remember to join the meeting by 10:30 a.m. Kindly join the meeting by 10:30 a.m. So we'll go through the house rules again and repeat the information that we have for you before we start the meeting, before we start the session tomorrow, 10:30 tomorrow. I hope there's no.
Noted.
Okay, thank you very much. No other question. That's all for today. Thank you very much for joining. I'll see you tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Thank you. You can kindly log out.